Help me ducks. Welcome back to the Hermit's Cave. Hope everybody is doing okay. We're at the weekend. I'm gonna light some incense. So I've popped on today because I've received a parcel from the lovely Cheryl over at Oneness Emporium, and I have no idea what's in here. I've removed the stickers from the side, but I have not yet taken a look at what's on the inside. So Cheryl has been sending something every week or so when things come in, because we've not been able to do the spotlight due to her personal situation. Oh, that feels like a book. It's exciting. I love all the black wrapping. I've been keeping this to recycle. This looks interesting. Maxine Gadd's Zoologica, the Steampunk Oracle. How cool is that? That looks really cool. So she's been sending things until we're in a position where we can resume the spotlights where we review new releases live. So there's another one here. Let's see what this is. There's also a couple of decks coming from Schiffer as well, some new releases there. Oh, Steampunk Fairy by Pamela Chen. Pamela Chen I really like. So let's pop this back here to be reused. So it looks like we've got a steampunk theme. Let's have a look at the book that we've got. Well, I'm assuming it's a book. It might not be a book. It could be an oracle deck or something in a different shape box. But it is a book. Oh, look at this. The Cardless Tarot. Choose Your Own Destiny Tarot Readings. It's by Kerry Ward. I've not seen this. It's a beautiful hardback book. This image is gorgeous. So choose the flowers in the Magician's Chamber. Choose the cross on her gown in the High Priestess's temple. Okay, this looks really interesting. The artwork is beautiful. Look at that, the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, wow. The Hermit's Cave. Love it. The Hermit's Cave, Seek Enlightenment. This is a beautiful, beautiful image. Okay, so we'll have a look at that. Or should we have a look at this one today and then do decks over the coming days? Let's do that, because I kind of started off having a look at it anyway, haven't we? So this is the Cardless Tarot. Choose Your Own Destiny Tarot Readings by Kerry Ward. It's hardback, really nice, beautiful quality book. I don't know if you can see here, it's got the spot gloss on the lettering and the design there. On the back it says a cutting edge cardless tarot experience. In this unique book, tarot expert Kerry Ward presents you with 45 of the most insightful destiny readings without having to learn the meanings of 78 tarot cards. Okay, I'm intrigued. I'm also going to have a sup of my pumpkin spice chai latte. Oh, so good. Kerry has selected 9 key life questions to ask, each of which align with 9 guides from the Tarot deck's major arcana. Follow the instructions from your guide and you will be taken on a journey to find out your destiny. Are you looking to find your next love? Or perhaps you're keen to find out what changes lie ahead. The pages hold the answer to your most pressing questions. This book is an excellent tool for personal guidance and self-development, and is the perfect introduction to tarot for anyone who's curious to learn more. So it's setting itself up as a bit of an oracle in itself as a book, actually, but also kind of like a stepping point from perhaps wanting to learn more about the tarot, which is intriguing to me. And then obviously from this book, if you're curious to learn more, then I assume you'd get a tarot deck. The thing that I'm not sure about at this stage is just using 9 guides. So Kerry has selected 9 key life questions, that's fine, each of which align with 9 guides from the tarot deck's major arcana. So I'm just wondering what happens to the other 13, but we shall see. So that's what it says on the back. We've got this beautiful red. I like the contrast of the black and then the red. That's lovely. The Cardless Tarot. I don't know if anybody else has heard of this. I haven't. So it's Hardy Grant books, dedicated to everyone who wants to write their own destiny. I think we all want to do that. A unique cardless tarot experience. I mean, I'm getting palpitations. Cardless tarot. I mean, yeah, I've got a couple of books that serve as an oracle, you know, where you kind of use them for like bibliomancy and things like that. But readings for people who don't have cards or on the go. Okay, so it's laid out lovely, nice and clear. We have the introduction, how to use this book. Step 1, your question. So you ask your question. Step 2, your guides and their domains. The Fool's Threshold, that's why we had the Hermit's Cave. I chose well, didn't I, for the name of the channel. The Fool's Threshold, the Magician's Chamber, the High Priestess's Temple, the Empress's Paradise, perfect, the Emperor's Spire, the Hierophant's Sanctum, the Hermit's Cave, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Devil's Underworld. So that's the 9 kind of guides within their domains. The Wheel of Fortune is an odd one. I get it, why it would be there in terms of doing some self-reflection, introspection, etc. But I think there's others that could have been used, you know, like, I don't know, perhaps when it comes to justice, maybe justice, the Justice's Courtroom, or we got Chamber, we've got the Magician's Chamber, we could have had the Justice's Chamber, or I don't know, maybe even the Death card, I think would have been quite a significant one, thinking about, you know, changes and new beginnings and all that sort of thing. But then we've got the Underworld for the Devil. Where would the domain of death be? It's all around us, isn't it? But anyway, I'm rambling. Step 3, your readings. Moving forward, acknowledgements about the author. So it's set out nicely. So the first stage is your question. Second stage is finding the ones, the archetypes that link to that question. And then it's your reading. So let's have a look. Just like, oh gosh, look how beautiful this is. This needs to be a tarot deck. I know this is the Cardless tarot deck, but I mean, look at that. She's looking in a mirror. I mean, she is gorgeous. Gives me kind of an Indian feel, perhaps the kind of Hindu deity pantheon, but really gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. We've got the panther there, oh, gorgeous. All of nature all around her, just stunning. And this is fantastic. Look at this death card, looking in a mirror. We can see the chains here. We've got a pentacle on the floor. Wow, yeah, just gorgeous. Love it. So then we get an introduction. This looks like it's written by Kerry, because she's been reading tarot and teaching and creating tarot for over 25 years. And my mission is to make it as easy, accessible, and as fun as possible. You say reading the back of the book didn't sound like it would be easy, but I'm reassured here, thinking of new beginners, perhaps picking this book up for the first time, wanting to know a little bit more about tarot, that it would help. Just briefly give some contents for beginners. The tarot, just like an ordinary deck of cards, it does tell you a little bit about the deck anyway. Again, we've got how to use this book. So we've got pick 1 is to pick your question. 2, you'll be introduced to your guide and the symbolism of their realm through the medium of storytelling. You will share the story of your life and make an instinctive selection of a symbolic object from within their realm. Okay. The symbolic object you select will lead you to your specific reading, which is then step 3. So your question, introduction to the archetype, select a symbol from their realm. That will help you with your reading. Okay, with it so far. Step 1, your question. Dum, dum, dum. If you know anything about tarot, it's probably the fact that each reading begins with a question, and that is fundamental to how it works. So you would select your question. Shall I do one and see how it works out? Choose a question to ask the tarot. We have used the wisdom of the tarot to frame questions relating to 9 of the power cards. There is enough scope and variety in the questions to give you insight into all areas of your life. Using just using these 9 questions, ask one question at a time and focus on that question. So let's have a look. We have got, what new beginnings am I destined to initiate now? That's obviously the Fool, I would have thought. What is my unique talent or power that I can unleash? What do I need to know about my life right now? How will I meet my next love? What is the next game? Change in priority, ambition, or goal? What do I need to understand about myself? What life lesson can I build on right now? What changes lie ahead for me? What messages, I don't know, I did a sharp intake of breath on that one. Change always scares me. What messages does my shadow self yearn to reveal to me? I'm going to go with, what do I need to understand about myself? I think that's always good to check in with yourself every so often. What do I need to understand about myself? Which is 37. Turn to the relevant page to be introduced to the most appropriate guide for your journey. So I'm going to page 37. Page numbers are really nice and big, nice and clear. Dum, dum, dum. I've got the Hierophant Sanctum. Look at this image. Artwork for this book is stunning, really stunning. And this is a fun book, you know. I'd imagine this being popular, having some friends round, you know, having a few glasses of wine or something and getting this book out and picking a question and then, you know, following it through. So understand your most pressing life lesson. The question that brought you here, what life lessons can I build on right now? Was that what I asked? 37. What do I need to understand about myself? Okay. What life lessons can I build on right now is 39. I asked 37. Turn to the relevant page to be introduced to your most appropriate guide for your journey. What do I need to understand about myself is 37. What life lessons can I build on right now is 39. The question that has brought you here is, what life lesson can I build on right now? That's not the question. It's actually 39. Oh wow, and it's the Hermit's Cave. So there is an error. Unless I'm missing something, please let me know. But my question is, what do I need to understand about myself, which is 37. I think they're the wrong way round. Turn to the relevant page to be introduced to the most appropriate guide for your journey. Unless, and it will be. Anyway, it's actually 39. The question that brought you here, what do I need to understand about myself? And it's the Hermit's Cave. When picking that question, it just felt like the most relevant one. How apt that it's the Hermit's Cave. Stunning. So I get a reading here. You are seeking enlightenment, knowledge, truth, and education. You are looking for to illuminate corners of your mind with fresh information, etc. Goes on to say, and so you find yourself seeking an audience with the Hermit. He is a philosopher, a deep thinker, a master of many skills and disciplines. There is little under the stars that he doesn't understand or know how to access. You have scaled the heights of a tall and imposing mountain range to reach the Hermit's Cave. I love the story, which nestles into the ledge of the highest peak, far from the world. Oh gosh, if only that was if my Hermit's Cave was there. The climb has given you time to ponder. That is, you wish to ask and where you seek enlightenment. The Hermit greets you as if he knew you were coming and bids you to sit on the floor of his cave, which is illuminated by a glowing lantern revealing glittering obsidian crystal-hued walls, a dark, deep pool at the back of the cave which echoes with running water trickling down somewhere deeper into the mountain. The Hermit's cloak and staff lie at his feet. Beautifully described. I could almost picture myself sitting on the floor of that beautiful cave. It's almost like a meditation. He looks deep into your eyes and says in a low voice, I know the nature of the knowledge you seek, and I can give you the tools you need to dig for and carve it out from yourself, so that you and you alone can understand its message. He stands and casts his arm out around the glittering cave. Choose the thing that first caught your eye. Choose the thing that first caught and then held your attention when you entered my cave. This object possesses the key to the knowledge you seek. So, when I first actually looked at this, it was the lantern. I just loved the lantern being stood in the ground here. I was going to say crystals as well. I noticed all the crystals, but I'll go with the lantern. So now we choose the tool, which is the lantern, and we go to page 90. Oops. You chose the lantern in the Hermit's Cave. The question that brought you here, what do I need to understand about myself? So it's referring back to the question. The nature of the knowledge or enlightenment you seek is the Wheel of Fortune. The nature of the knowledge or the enlightenment you seek is the Wheel of Fortune. You want change, but you don't know exactly what, how, or where to begin. Yep. Everything feels foggy, confusing, ambiguous. So you feel lost, struggling. That's the word I've used a lot this week. Unclear, but still holding on to a deep-seated belief that change is what's needed. You just need to find and focus on the first step, the glimmer of light ahead that guides you towards the fresh start or new beginning you need to activate. Everything will flow from there. You don't need the whole story, just the opening line. Focus on that. So it's given me 3 cards here, very basic in their design, but it's more about, what the cards are. So the 3 cards from going to the Hermit's Cave and selecting the lantern has given me the Wheel of Fortune, it's given me the 8 of Swords and the Lovers. So this is my pathway. The pathway to finding the knowledge is the Eight of Swords. Get out of your own way. So when I talked earlier about just working with 9 cards, that's not the case. The tarot is used here. It's just the 9 guides that then lead you to other tarot cards. So I'm really pleased about that. Appreciate that much of the fog is your own projection and self-made delusion. I feel like I'm being told off. You project your fears, externally as barriers to keep you in place, to limit yourself, to keep you safe with the devil you know best. The outcome of pursuing, clarifying, understanding this knowledge is the Lovers. That's my life path card. Clarity at last, a foundation on which to build. The gift of certainty, even if only the first step, will unlock a new chapter for you and help you ignite a series of changes which will cast a positive halo effect across your whole life. All you need is that first step, that opening line, that glimmer of light. And I really like that even though it's the Lovers card, it's not talking about having to find someone, you know, and all that kind of stuff. It's actually giving me some practical guidance that's associated with the Lovers card. So yeah, I mean, that didn't take long, and I think we've got about the author here. Let me get the edge of the book off that, otherwise I'm going to tip wax everywhere. We've got a little bit about the author here. I love that it's not a photograph, that it's an illustration. I think the artwork in this book is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, look at this. Gosh, I know that's taken from... No, it's not taken from the front. I thought I'd seen that image somewhere before, but there's lots, particularly, that's where I saw it. It's the Wheel of Fortune. There's lots of beautiful, beautiful imagery. I would love this as a full deck. It would be absolutely... I mean, look at this Hermit, this Fool card. Actually, you know, that's probably where I should have come to. Let's go back. Because I thought that this was saying, what do I need to understand about myself, was page 37. But actually, if I go here, this is a quick reference guide to the archetype that's your guide. Turn to the relevant page to be introduced to the most appropriate guide for your journey. So we can find the question here as well. So, what do I need to understand about myself? Page 39. Yeah. So it says page 39 there, but I'm not quite sure why, when we got the questions here, it's saying 37. So I just think there's just a little bit of it's not clear here. Well, it's certainly clear here. So this is what I'd probably do going forward. I would, in fact, let's put a bookmark here. I would select my questions, see what my guide is, use the page reference, and then read and choose a symbol from this beautiful image, and then go to the corresponding symbol. I like it. It's something fun. It's different. But actually, when I read that that reading about myself at the end, it's pretty spot on for what I've been going through this week. So the proof is in the practice, isn't it? And yeah, I like it. So this is the Cardless Tarot by Kerry Ward. Choose Your Own Destiny Tarot Readings. Let me know your thoughts. Do you have it? I wasn't even aware of this book, but I think it's a cool book to have. It kind of combines tarot and bibliomancy, so yeah, all up for that. All right, I will be back tonight for a cuppa catch up at cards. Really need it this week to connect with everybody. So hopefully I'll see you there. Thanks for watching, and until then, go in peace. Namaste and blessed be.